6, 7, 8, 9. I'm actually only going to give you 3 reasons on why you should read the books that I've read. But there's a few more to give as well too. Stay tuned. Oh, hey guys. I want to tell you about a book I read that helped me get some of these. Alright, JeffJCunningham.com. Welcome back to the journey, guys. We're reviewing books. That's what we're doing. Everybody's like, Jeff, man, how did you get where you're at, right? And it's funny because although people ask, and I'll do coaching sessions, and people are like, man, you're not the same guy that you were. I always think of Les Brown, who's like, I'm not. And it's kind of what you are, whatever you put in your mind. And one of the things that I put in my mind, one of the first books I read was this book. And I have to give my friend Shimmick a lot of credit for when I texted him, what are the 2 most important books you read? He said, Think and Grow Rich and this book here, Secrets of the Millionaire Mind. So the first thing when reading, and I'm going to bookmark one of the points in here, but the first thing of reading Secrets of the Millionaire Mind is it's really just changing your thought process. So similar to like Think and Grow Rich or anything in there, what this book did was it changed what I used to believe into new beliefs. One of the side notes that I'm going to tell you at the end that actually really helped me become better and actually make more money, that's going to be way for the end. But we're going to go through wealth principle number 1, wealth file number 1, and it says, rich people believe I create my life. Poor people believe life happens to me. And this was me for a long time. I used to think, well, I was homeschooled and I didn't get to go play football, so this happens to me and I won't be able to play quarterback. But then as I started to try and play quarterback, I realized, I can actually create my life. If I want to go to college, I can. If I want to play semi-pro, I can. And I think everybody has done that in time of your life, and it's not unless you see it. So think about a time in your life when you were just like, maybe accepting life, but then you just thought, oh, well, somebody did that, I can do it. That's kind of the same rich philosophy, thinking, I create my life. So if you could do anything, just think, I create my life. You're the director, you're the star of your life. It's one of the most inspirational things that I've been able to pass on to people in coaching sessions, a lot of stuff, and it all came from this book. The second one I want to share with you, I think it's wealth file number 6, and it goes like this. Rich people admire other rich and successful people. Poor people resent rich and successful people. And the best way I can kind of illustrate this, I remember going to the gym, or either whether I liked a girl, and I would always resent, the big jacked guy with the tattoos who was that hot guy that I wasn't. I'd resent him and think, man, he's a roid freak when I was at the gym. It was so funny of how I've actually grown from them. When I've actually started to grow and accept people, I actually started admiring certain people for how hard they worked for their money, or how hard the guy worked for his biceps. And maybe he wasn't really on steroids, and if he is, it's a lot of sacrifices to make to be on steroids for that body. And I started to resent it, and now I started to ask the guy who was jacked at the gym, hey man, what exercise did you use? He feels special, and it just passes it on, and it really just helps him out in so many ways. And I think there's times in your life, honestly, when you resent stuff. I think it's kind of maybe human nature, and it's something that I've been better at doing because of this book. The book has taught me to then not resent stuff. So what's the time in your life that you're thinking that you'd resent something that you saw happen, and then think, oh wait, maybe I can actually learn from wherever it is. It's kind of, instead of learning from books, you can learn from people. And it's the same exact way. Don't resent something, don't hate, appreciate, as my dad would say. Alright, we're actually going to go to another wealth file, and these wealth files, they also give affirmations and things you can say. It sounds silly, I've said them, and I have a bunch of hundreds in this book now, so they do kind of help, although I'll explain about where these hundreds are going in a little. And there's actually so many good here, I hate to just do 3, is wealth file number 7. Rich people associate with positive, successful people. Poor people associate with negative or unsuccessful people. And this is it. And if anybody has seen it, or even the money management class I was teaching, I always say this line: you are the 5 people you surround yourself with. And this goes for bank accounts, or even habits. If you're around 5 smokers, chances are you might take up cigarettes and smoke, which are not only good for your health, they're actually kind of expensive. If you're around a guy who's maybe doing the wrong type of things or thinking the wrong type of stuff, you might think the wrong type of stuff and do the type of things. It's not really rocket science. You know, there was that old quote, one bad apple spoils the bunch, but more worse than that is when you have 4 bad apples in there and you're the 5th person. So you kind of got to figure out and be careful. You know, we kind of said you get to choose the life you want. Choose the 5 people you want to be around. It's a little tough. You got to get out of your comfort zones. Maybe you got to cut off some friends who actually are not being as supportive or positive towards you. If you notice that and you actually put out your dreams of what you want to do and they're not supportive, find somebody else who is supportive. There's a lot of people on this planet, and I've actually found in this journey that people do care, and I'll share that about you later. Alright, one of the big things that I saved for the end, this is it. And this was true because when I was a server, I could never do this. Be a giver of money. If I offered you this right here, and I already know the answer. If I said, hey, can you take this right now? How would you feel? I think most of you could put in the comments below, yeah, I'd take all this. I think this is about 5,000 right here. It's a bunch of hundreds, and I collect the hundreds. I do, but I collect them just to pass them on to somebody else. My whole point is, if someone tried to offer me this before I read this book, I would say no thank you. I don't need that. I wasn't a good acceptor of money. If you do anything today, be an acceptor of money. When you pick up money off the floor, say money's attracted to me. Say I have a millionaire mind. Start thinking bigger. That's another thing, and we didn't even get into it, that rich people think bigger. I've always thought bigger. I think really big. I think one day I might actually run for president, own a bank, and do a lot of other crazy things. But for right now, I'm just focused on being successful and a good salesman. And this book helps you get the money mindset that helps you then be able to accept the money in a sale to then chase your dreams and have worthy goals. Which everybody, I think, by this time knows my channel. And honestly, yeah, all I gotta say is get this book. Click on the link below. I'm sure we'll have Amazon. The Audible version's good, but actually John Ryan, one of the kids I used to work with, great guy. He's not really a kid. He's probably my age. He said, hey, you know, if you read something, you learn it more. And I realized it was true, that this book was great listening to it, but when I actually got the book, took it and actually highlighted different parts, I actually was able to retain more. A lot of books I like, besides highlighting, I'll actually rewrite them out. I did it with the 10X Rule and a lot of other good books that have been paramount for my gradual success during this journey. Well, that's it, guys. I hope you enjoyed the review of the Secrets of the Millionaire Mind. If you read the book and you know anything and I missed something, I'd love to hear in the comments below. I always do this, man. When I'm out with people, I'm natural. When I'm right in front of you, it's a little tough. But check out the book. If you didn't read it, go get it on Audible. There's, I think, a 15-day free trial down there, or your first book's free. Go click it. You did. This is a good one to start on. It's the one I started that started this whole thing. There's going to be more book reviews, so click subscribe. And I'm trying to keep these videos to 10 minutes, because Clark said do 3 videos for 10 minutes, and I'm just being honest during the journey and documenting it. But this is a great book, guys. Go buy it today. And he does say something in the end about, I kind of don't agree with him on. I want to hear if you guys know what that is. Alright, that's it. JeffJCunningham.com. Inspire as always. This book inspired me. I hope it inspires you. I know, this money, this is all going to my uncle, because my uncle helped me fund my real estate deal. I told you I'd tell you that. Alright, that's it. JeffJCunningham.com. Ouch. And quick note, you can notice that I'm not trying to get any girls, because I actually just sat down and filmed this thing and didn't do my hair. I just watched a video and I was like, wow, I don't know if I'm going to really do this one. But I think it's coming out pretty well. Alright, the other principle I want to share with you, and we'll read it here, is wealth file number 9. Rich people are bigger than their problems. Poor people are smaller than their problems. That's not the one I wanted to look at, actually.